Hi, today I'll show you how to create and use a tabbed panel. It makes it easy to navigate widgets with a large number of items. Before you begin, pair the Keyboard Extension app for Windows with the Keyboard Extension mobile app. Unauthorized users cannot create or modify widgets, so make sure you're logged in. Let's launch Visual Studio Code. Today we'll be creating a widget for this app with 3 categories of buttons: for keyboard shortcuts, for pre-built code templates, and for testing the app under development. Let's create a new widget. In the preset list, go to the Panel category. Expand the list to full screen. Then add the Tabs Vertical preset. Now you can collapse the list. The left side of the panel is where you add items. On the right are the tab switching buttons. We'll see how they work once we've populated our panel. But first, let's customize its appearance. In the navigation bar, select Group, and then Position. Here, we can change where the tabs will appear. I want them to be at the bottom of my widget. Tapping Add Item adds new tabs. To reduce the number of tabs, hold down the Tab button. Then, in the context menu that appears, select Delete. 3 tabs will be enough for me. Now, select the entire panel and enlarge it. Next, select the area for adding elements to insert a button from the preset list. Resize it and duplicate it to create 12 buttons. In this video, we won't assign actions to the buttons. Check out the previous lessons where I discussed the widget editor's features. In them, I go over all the tools in detail. Now let's go to Cell Density and adjust the panel grid to fit our number of buttons. The first tab is ready. Tap on the second tab, and you'll see that it's empty, since elements are added individually for each tab. Let's go ahead and change the grid density for tabs 2 and 3. Insert the button you copied earlier. Change its color to purple so we can visually distinguish between our tabs. Then fill it with copies of the new color. We'll perform the same steps for the remaining tab. For this one, I'll use green. We'll also change the colors of the buttons used to switch between tabs. And we'll label each one. The third group will be responsible for testing the application's functionality. The second group will be responsible for the pre-built code snippets that developers use on a regular basis. And the first group will be responsible for the keyboard shortcuts. All that's left is to adjust the text size on the buttons and rename the widget itself. Done. You can save it now. Now you know how to use the tabbed panel. It will allow you to customize your own widgets more flexibly and place a large number of elements within them. Check out my other tutorials as well. In them, I cover the rest of the useful features of Keyboard Extension.